morning students. Today we will continue with adsorption from solutions. It's like in the previous video we have discussed about adsorption of gas on solid. In a way, today we will talk about adsorption of liquid on solids. Liquid on solids. So we are taking that example. Say we take a container. In that container we have taken say acetic acid solution, and charcoal is kept, animal charcoal or some form of charcoal we have kept, wood charcoal. Powdered form, of course you know the rate of adsorption will be more if it is powder, that we take. So after some time what we find is acetic acid from here, from the solution, gets adsorbed onto the charcoal. So what happens? Concentration of the acetic acid in the solution decreases. Concentration, if you measure in the beginning and after keeping charcoal, again you measure acetic acid's concentration decreases. And on the charcoal, its concentration, that is surface concentration, increases. So this is one example. You can have one more example somewhat similar to this. If you take a sugar solution, we discussed in that na कि sugar crystals white color are obtained by decolorizing the sugarcane juice, which is yellow color, by using charcoal. So the same case we can take here. We can take yellow color sugar solution, charcoal, that yellow color, it will be adsorbed by charcoal, and the solution will become white, transparent, and if you crystallize it you will get white color crystals of sugar. In this liquid on solid adsorption also similar factors are there, what we have been discussing for gas on solid. Nature of adsorbate and adsorbent means it depends upon what. This is the adsorbate in this case, acetic acid, and charcoal is the adsorbent. So it depends upon what nature you are taking. Second, adsorbent. If we are taking a powdered or we are taking a lump of charcoal, the rate of adsorption will be different. Concentration. Like in the previous case, we were taking pressure. Here we will take concentration. That means more the concentration of acetic acid, more is the extent of adsorption. So like we have plotted a graph, no? In the previous case, we have plotted a graph between X by M and concentration. There we have drawn with pressure. We were saying it is increasing and then becoming constant. So here you will have like this. X by M, extent of adsorption, and concentration. If we plot a graph, we will get like this. So increase the concentration, extent of adsorption increases. Again it will become parallel to x-axis, become constant, means saturation will be there. So it's the same factor. Even this one is same. How the temperature will affect? Adsorption is exothermic. Because adsorption is exothermic, the low temperature will favor adsorption, according to Le Chatelier's principle. Surface area we have discussed just now. A similar graph like we had in the previous one, low pressure, moderate and high. This is at with pressure. It is moderate pressure if you remember. And that is moderate concentration now in this case. At moderate concentration, and that is this. We are having X by M is K C to the power 1 by N. Again we have taken the log. What was this? Freundlich adsorption. So even this is the same. It is Freundlich adsorption isotherm. It is Freundlich adsorption isotherm. Like this is for liquid on solid. Rest everything is same. Instead of pressure, now we have taken concentration. That's it. Application. There are various applications of adsorption. One by one we will discuss. Gas mask. So you must have seen many a time people who are working in the mines, there might be some chemical factories where there might be some gas leakage and all. They wear the gas mask in which there is charcoal kept, which or some adsorbent material can be kept, which adsorbs the poisonous gases and reduces its effect. This is one of the application. In dyeing of cloth, that is alum. Alum is used as a mordant. Now what is mordant? It is that substance which allows the color to fix onto the cloth. When the cloths are dyed, alum is added to it, which acts as a mordant, and that mordant allows the colors to get fixed onto it so that they do not lose color after washing. Okay, this is another application of adsorption. Dehumidizer. So again, silica gel or aluminium hydroxide, it can be used as dehumidizers. They can remove moisture from the surroundings. Then the next one, removal of coloring matter from the solution. That is the sugar solution. How do you decolorize that yellow color sugar into white color crystals? Heterogeneous catalysis. Heterogeneous catalysis, we will be talking about catalysis in the later part. Suppose you have this example, N2 plus 3H2 form in the presence of iron catalyst, it forms ammonia. These are in the gaseous state, iron is in the solid state. When catalyst and these are in the different physical states, it's heterogeneous. So what happens in this? On the catalyst surface, gases get adsorbed, react, form the product, leave the surface and go. This is heterogeneous catalysis. You have the application of adsorption. Ion exchange resins. We have done this in 11th class. We convert hard water to soft water. Those ion exchange resins were there. When we pass water through it, the ions get adsorbed on the respective resins. So there also adsorption. Qualitative analysis, particularly for blue lake test. Blue lake test we do for aluminium. Aluminium hydroxide precipitate is there. We add blue litmus to it. Then we add ammonium hydroxide. So that color is retained on the floating aluminium hydroxide. It is adsorbed onto it. That is why you have blue color floating on the surface. It doesn't settle down. So that gets adsorbed on aluminium hydroxide, which aluminium hydroxide is acting as the adsorbent. And the blue litmus is adsorbate, which is getting adsorbed onto it. Production of high vacuum. Again, all the gases can be adsorbed, vacuum can be created. Inert gases. See, there are all gases are there. All inert gases in the air. These gases are separated by the process of adsorption, where number of the coconut charcoals are placed at different temperatures in sequence, and at different temperatures, different gases get adsorbed onto the charcoal. On heating that charcoal, they can be isolated. Okay, so we can separate all the noble gases from air. Curing diseases. There are certain medicines which when we take, those microorganisms get adsorbed onto the medicine and they are removed from the body. So this is another application of adsorption. Okay, chromatography. Chromatography, suppose you take some mixture and we carry out the chromatography process. So what happens is, at different levels, at different color components of that mixture get separated out. On that paper or thin layer chromatography or paper chromatography, the things get adsorbed. Column chromatography. So adsorption occurs in it. Froth flotation. We will be talking about this in metallurgy chapter. So what is exactly there? This part we can talk about it there in that chapter. But these are the various applications of adsorption. Is it clear, students?